Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add successful Instamojo payment details in Notion automatically. So here I am an online educator and online course provider. I am selling my courses with the help of Instamojo, that is an amazing payment gateway application. My objective is that as soon as I am going to receive a new successful payment by the student on Instamojo, I want to create a systematic record of the payment details as well as the details of the students in Notion database. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up the connection between Instamojo and Notion, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step for your business, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. So in this video, I am going to show you step by step that how we can automatically add the successful payment details from Instamojo payment to Notion database. So here I am an online educator and online course provider. I am selling my course with the help of the payment gateway, that is Instamojo. My objective is that for this PHP programming course, whenever a student who is interested is going to make the payment which is successful, I want to add the details of that student in my Notion database for further record, so that I will be able to send the emails and messages to the students about the course content and other details. So I want to create a systematic record of all the students who have made the successful payment in Instamojo for PHP programming course. But adding the details manually in my Notion database is going to take a lot of time because I have certain details such as the name, email, phone number, the transaction ID and etc. Okay. Therefore, I want to simply automate this entire process in such a way that every time a new payment will be received for PHP programming course from Instamojo, automatically the data of that student who has made the payment should be recorded in my Notion database. To make this automation, I will have to build a connection between Instamojo and Notion database. And because they are not directly connected, so we are going to set up this connection with the help of Pabbly Connect. Okay, so Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which helps us to automate all our daily repetitive tasks without the requirement of any coding and any programming skills effortlessly. So let's get started quickly. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. Once you will reach here, you will find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will help you to create a free new account just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you're going to receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, let's click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. It has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on the dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created, and we can also create separate folders over here to save the workflows separately and accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, let's click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box is appear in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to this workflow. So first of all, I'm going to give a name over here. Add successful Instamojo payment details in Notion automatically. After giving the name to my workflow, then I'm going to select the folder. So you can see I have list of folders over here. Among these folders, because this is the automation which I am going to create related to learning management for selling my courses. Therefore, automations for learning management will be my folder over here in which I want to save this workflow. As we have done that, now let's click on create. Alright, so here we can see a new screen is open in front of us. The screen contains two extremely important windows, trigger and actions. So what are trigger and action? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation works. Here the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose my objective over here is that as soon as I'm going to receive a new successful payment in Instamojo from a student who is interested in the course, then automatically the details of that successful payment and the student who has purchased a course should be recorded in Notion database systematically. For that, I will have to take Instamojo in trigger and Notion in my action step. When we are going to build the connection between these two applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands. Because when the trigger happens, that means when the successful payment will be received through Instamojo, then only the details of that payment and the student will be added in Notion database, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the process, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and let us select our trigger application as Instamojo. So here I'm going to go for Instamojo V1. Now, as we have selected this trigger application, this means that whenever something happens in this application, we want to capture the response. But which event? On the happening of which event you want to capture the response? For that, we have to select the trigger event. On the happening of a new sale, I want to capture the response. Okay, as we have done that, here we have a new sale. Now here we have to build the connection between Instamojo and Pabbly Connect to capture the response. So here, we have received a webhook URL for that. We have to insert this webhook URL inside the specific page or the link in Instamojo through which we want to capture the payments. So here I'm going to simply copy the webhook URL and you have to insert this URL inside your Instamojo account by following the given steps. So now you do not have to worry. I'm going to show you each and every step what you are supposed to do. So I will first of all take you towards my Instamojo account. You can see that from the left side here we have the option of smart pages. So I have created certain pages for different products which I'm selling. But for this course I have created a specific smart page. So I'm going to open the smart page. We have to set up the connection between this smart page of this course and Pabbly Connect, so that when the payment will be received through this payment, then only the response will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, if you do not want to use the smart page, you can also go for the products option. So you can have in the product section, we have all the products which we are selling. So you can set up the connection between a specific product and Pabbly Connect by inserting the webhook URL inside a specific product. Okay, but because I'm using smart page, so I will show you how you have to do that. So we will select our page. And then here we have the option of 3 dots. So let's select that. And here we have the option of edit page. After coming on edit page option, here we have the option of page settings. So let's select that. After coming on page settings, here we have the option of webhook, which we have to select. And now in the field of webhook URL, we have to paste the webhook URL, which we have received from Pabbly Connect. So here we have an existing webhook URL. I'm going to delete it from the field. And now I'm going to paste the recent webhook URL, which we have recently copied from Pabbly Connect. Okay. After doing this, here it is asking us information to be sent. For which information you want to capture the response in Pabbly Connect. We have failed payments and successful payments. I want that only when the successful payments will be received, then the response should be sent towards Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. So I will select successful payments over here. Okay, as we have done that, we just have to click on save and update. And the changes are saved and updated. This means our connection between the smart page PHP for programming and Pabbly Connect is successfully made. Now, it is showing waiting for webhook response in Pabbly Connect. This means now we are waiting for the response. How we are going to get the response? By simply making the payment a new sale in Instamojo. So I will take you towards my smart page in Instamojo. I'm going to open it. I'm going to open it in a new tab. So I'm going to click on share page option. We have the link of the page. So I'm going to open it in a new tab to make the payment. So here we have the description of the course. This is the checkout page. We can see this is the smart page by using which the students are going to purchase the course. Okay, I have attached this checkout page on my website. Now, when I'm going to click on enroll now, the student will have to now enter the details in these fields to make this payment successfully. So first of all, I'm going to start with the first name. So let's say the first name of the student who is purchasing this product is Intelligent, and let's say the last name is Student, Intelligent Student. Now I'm going to go for adding the email ID, which will be the random one. So I'm going to enter the email ID as, let's say, intelligent@pabblytudes.com. Now is a turn of phone number. So I'm going to enter a random phone number over here. Okay, now I'm going to add delivery info. So you can add any random address. So I'm going to enter the address, let's say, as city, pin code, state. So here I've entered the details. Now I'm going to click on proceed to pay. It is asking us the method which you want to use in order to make this payment. So I'm going to select credit or debit cards, and with the help of card, I'm going to make the payment. So let me enter the details of the card over here quickly. So after entering other details such as the GST number and the company name, I'm going to click on proceed to pay. Now it is asking us to select a method by using which we want to make the payment. So I'm going to go for selecting cards, and now with the help of card, I'm going to make this payment in front of you. So let me quickly enter the card details over here. So here I have entered the OTP, and now I'm going to simply click on submit to make the payment. As we have done that, you can see that the payment is successfully made. Okay, so as the payment is received, now let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. The payment is successful over here. We can see that the response is already captured over here as well. So in the response, we have received all the details. Let's start reading them one by one. So first of all, you can see we have received the account ID. Okay, then we have the payment status, that is success. Over here, we have the resource URI. Then we have the payment ID. Over here, you can see we have the currency in which the payment is received, the amount which is received, the payment date, the date and time at which the payment is completed, the page ID with the help of which we have received this payment. Then we have the message authentication code over here. We have the purpose of the payment over here, that means the name of the course, then amount and all the details. Among these details, we have also received the data of the customer who has made this payment. That means the data of the customer. We have the first name, we have the name, their email address, their phone number, city, address, etc. This means our connection between Instamojo and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. And now every time a new payment will be received in Instamojo, automatically the response of that payment is going to be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So here, after building this connection, our objective is to create a record of the student who has made the payment in our Notion database. So here, first of all, I'm going to delete this existing row in front of you so that we can add the fresh data. Okay, now I'm going to set up the connection between Notion and Pabbly Connect. To do that, let's go towards our action step and let us select our action application as Notion. Then we have to select the action event. So what you want, I want to perform. I want to create a record in database. So create database item will be our action event over here. Let's click on connect. For building the connection, you can see I am already logged into my Notion database and also have opened the page, the database over here. Okay, so now we have two options, add new connection and select existing connection. If you already have created an existing connection, you can just select existing connection. But to create a new one, I will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. So for that, let's go towards add new connection. Let's click on connect with Notion. And over here now it is asking us to select the pages which you want to connect. So you can provide the permissions for a specific pages or you can provide the permission to all the pages. So here Pabbly Connect is basically requesting us the access of Notion. Okay, let's select the pages. I am going to select all the pages over here and I will directly click on allow access, as our data is 100% safe with Pabbly Connect. So do not worry. Now the authorization has become successful and the connection between Notion and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. So now we have to select the database. In which database you want to create a record. The name of my database is PHP programming code students details along with. So I will select the same over here, the same database, PHP programming code students details. So now let's one by one enter these details such as phone number, transaction ID, email, etc. because these fields are the same as we have the columns in our database. Okay, so when we will enter the details in these fields, the record will be created. But because we want to automate the process, we cannot add the details manually over here because we have to enter the data in such a way that it should get replaced automatically with every new response. Therefore, we have to make the data dynamic. Alright, to make the data dynamic, what we are going to map the data instead of entering it manually by typing. So let us select our previous step like this. Here we have to enter the phone number and you know that we have received all the details of the student who has made the purchase in our earlier response. So along with this, we have also received the phone number of the student. So let's select that from the previous step only directly. So when I will select the phone number, it is inserted and it is mapped. When we have mapped this number, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, automatically it is going to replace now. So every time a new payment will be received from Instamojo, automatically the number over here in this phone number field is going to replace with a new number of that new student who has made the purchase. And in this way, we will automate the entire process by mapping all the other details as well. So let's map the transaction ID. Transaction ID will be the payment ID which we have received. Here we have the payment ID, which is going to be unique for each and every payment. Then we have to enter the email of the student. So I'm going to map the email over here. Then we have the name of the student, that is this intelligent student. Then you can ignore this field of content because it is not mandatory. I'm going to simply click on save and send test request button. And as soon as we have done that, the response is received. So in the response, we have received the ID. That means this data is successfully recorded in our database. So let us go and check. And yes, here we can see that all the details are added, the name, email, phone number and the transaction ID. This means our connection between Instamojo and Notion is absolutely successful. And now every time a new payment will be received successfully in Instamojo from the smart page which we have connected, automatically the details of the payment and the customer who has made this payment will be recorded in Notion database. So in a similar manner, you can also very easily create this automation for your business in order to effortlessly and effectively record all the payment details in your database. So I hope this automation is clear to you. It is helpful for your business. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.